The archdemoness of Yesod is Lillith, the night spectre, ancient goddess of the night and its creatures like the screech owl, queen of the night of demons, derived from an ancient Mesopotamian disease-bearing wind spirit, and equated with the degraded goddess of the underworld, Ereshkigal. Thus, when people stopped acknowledging and dealing with the darker side of themselves and the world around them, Lilith was forged. A disgruntled and vengeful female spirit that destroyed the sanctity of hearth and home, health, family, and loving exchanges in relationships. The Babylonians buried talismanic bowls with inscriptions to ward off the Lilithu demons of the wilderness that were said to make children sick and to sow fear and doubt amongst family members. She is the bearer of destructive witchcraft and the lure of seduction that destroys marriage. She is the psychological lure towards sinful acts that promote unhealthy living, which brings disease and darkens the clear light of divinity, not only through trauma, but through the bastardization of individuality, which alleges to be superior and acts without empathy. She is the dark spirit in the psyche, bitter from its loss of innocence, that seeks revenge by destroying the innocent. However, in Babylon she was described to be male or female. Thus, any person that sought maliciously to destroy the innocent were possessed by the Lili, male, or Lilithu, female. Lilith, the primordial wild female spirit, was alleged to have first been offered to Adam, humanity, as his wife, but she refused to be subordinate to him and was cast from Eden. Yet she took Adam's seed to create a race of demigods instead of men, called the plagues of humankind, and she merged with the angel Samael. Lilith and Samael became the clipotic version of Adam and Eve, who, rather than promoting the evolution of humanity, pillaged it for their own selfish desires and amusements. She is the spirit of superiority and the arrogance of class, caste, and social segregation. She sows enmity in families between husband and wife, and may darken a child, creating a black sheep, so to speak. In this process, as traumatized individuation is created, communal unity is destroyed. She is the wild chaos that unhinges order in society, the sorcery from the primordial races that preceded humanity before it began to adhere towards divinity. References to Lilith in the Zohar include the following. She roams at night and goes all about the world, and makes sport with men, and causes them to emit seed. In every place where a man sleeps alone in a house, she visits him and grabs him, and attaches herself to him, and has her desire from him, and bears from him. And she also afflicts him with sickness, and he knows it not, And all this takes place when the moon is on the wane. Babylonian texts depict Lilith in the position of the handmaiden to the high priestess of Inanna, Ishtar, as the chief of her temple prostitutes who did her bidding, seducing and manipulating social ties. Her demon was forged when the spirit lost its connection to the Holy Mother Inanna and roamed free as a succubus, creating social havoc. She is said to be the progenitor of dominating bloodlines, the Anunnaki, the sons of the gods, the giants of old, or men of high renown that became the oligarchies and corrupt monarchies of the world, claiming superiority over mankind and enslaving them for their own devices.